Yes, are you the...
Yes, I'm the... what do you need?
It's late. I know it's late.
Yes, it's late.
You're
what
young. You're young. You're younger than I...
Younger than what?
Than I thought.
Do I know you?
What?
Do we know each other? Have we met before?
No.
You're sure?
Is the Monsignor here?
What? The Monsignor? He's upstairs sleeping?
I need the Monsignor.
Are you a parishioner here?
Am I?
Well, is that how we met? Are you a member of the congregation?
No. No, I'm not.
Listen, it's very late. It's after 3 a.m., so if this...
No, it can't. It can't wait.
All right, well, if you won't tell me what the problem is, then I can't help you.
There's something is inside me. Something is...
What something is?
Possessed. I'm possessed.
You're possessed?
Yes.
Possessed by what?
Don't.
Possessed by what?
Don't do that.
Don't do what?
Don't not believe me. You're supposed to.
Supposed to what?
I need help. I need the Monsignor.
Because you're possessed?
Yes.
Where were you?
What?
Before this, where were you?
I was... What does it matter where I was?
Well, were you at a party or a bar?
I'm not. I wasn't.
What's your name?
Why?
Well, I don't know you. You don't go here.
I can't remember.
You don't remember your name.
I can't.
But you know to come here. You remember to come here.
The light. I saw the light in the...
What light? There is no light.
Just help me. Help me.
Listen, it's very late. Well, why don't you try and go get some sleep?
I don't know how to. I don't know the last time I slept.
Yeah, I'm sure you don't. Good night.
Listen to me. Something is wrong. Something is very wrong with me, and I need help. I need you to listen.
Oh, all right. Just try to calm down. All right? I need you to let go. Just let go. Okay, why don't we, let's just sit for a moment. Sit down. Tell me what happened.
You are not serious.
I am, though.
You're going to be a priest?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know why. Because.
Because? That's what a little boy says.
Probably shouldn't be bringing up little boys.
That is so not funny.
Sorry.
It's really not.
I hear ya. It's a little fun.
No, not even a little. Tell me why, really.
I don't know why, really. It's hard to elucidate.
Try.
Here.
Try, Tommy.
Don't.
Sorry. Thomas. Jesus. Oh, shit. Am I not supposed to say that now?
Say what?
Jesus.
What?
Are you gonna be upset if I say Jesus like an expletive?
Like an expletive.
Elucidate.
Fair point.
Well, are you?
Am I
I'm
what?
gonna be upset.
For fuck's sake, no, Mary, I'm gonna be a priest. Not a Christian.
Okay, that was funny.
I'm a funny guy. I don't know why. They talk about a calling, that it's something that you just feel. It's just something I feel.
I see.
What?
What?
What do you see?
Fuck, Tommy, I don't know.
Stop
It's just
calling me that.
Yeah, I know you hate it.
I hate it.
Is this because of Mom?
Here.
I'm just asking. I wasn't there when she died. You were. Does this choice have something to do with that?
Why would it?
Well, because she was devout, because you felt guilty, because you wanted to give her something to be proud of when she went.
No, it doesn't have anything to do with that at all.
Huh?
Yeah.
Nothing. I don't know, nothing.
Okay.
When was the last time you went to Mass?
What does it matter?
Oh yeah, I'm sure that's unimportant.
It's how I feel that's important. That's what counts.
Okay. It's just the two of us, you know?
Yeah, I know.
You're going to be a priest.
Yep.
Could be the end of the line.
What?
I'm just saying it could be the end of us, like the family.
What about you?
What about me?
Well, I mean, you could go and get yourself knocked up. It doesn't have to be all on me.
Yeah. Okay, what's been your evaluation of my recent romantic history?
To the end of the line.
To the end of the line.
So, what can you tell me? Can you tell me anything? If you want me to help you, you need to tell me something. You understand that, yes? I need more than I'm possessed in order to help you.
Don't. Please don't.
Right, all right. I'm sorry. Are you hurt? Did I hurt you?
No. I don't know.
Are you afraid? What are you afraid of?
Same things you are.
I'm not afraid.
Of course you are.
I want to help you if I can, if you'll let me. Are you Catholic?
What?
I'm asking if you're Catholic. Is that what brought you here?
I don't know.
Well, you're looking for an exorcism, yes?
Yes.
Well,
I don't know. Yes.
The rite of exorcism is Catholic.
Yes.
That's why I'm asking if you're Catholic. When did it start?
When did it
Start, yes. When did it?
happen?
Did something happen?
What?
Did something specific happen to make you feel?
Feel this way?
Yes.
It's not a feeling.
I didn't mean to.
It's something that is happening. It's happening to me right now. It's happening. It's a thing, not a feeling.
All right.
It's real. This is real. What's happening is real.
Okay, it's real. I understand. For how long?
What?
For how long have you been like this?
I'm not. It feels like always.
The possession?
Yes.
Can you give me a timeline of some kind, of any kind, of when it started, maybe?
Months ago, weeks ago, a month maybe.
You've been possessed for a month?
Yes.
So why now?
What?
Why now? What's different? What's making you seek help now?
It's darker.
Darker.
Yes.
What does that mean, darker?
What? It means you should believe me.
Should I?
Yes.
Why?
What?
Why should I believe you? You don't appear to be possessed.
How would you know?
Well, isn't that why you're here, hoping that I would know?
Not you.
Not me, then what?
I don't expect you to know anything.
And why is that? Speak in a language you don't know.
What?
Prove it to me. Speak in a language that you don't know, that you couldn't know.
Like what?
I don't know. Farsi.
I can't.
Armenian?
I don't know that.
Klingon. Come on. You don't know some Klingon? Maybe some Vulcan or Romulan?
Stop it.
Prove it to me. How can I help you if you don't?
Please, don't taunt me.
Prove it to me. How can I help you if you don't? Tell me something.
What do you want me to tell you?
What have you done?
I've murdered someone.
Hardly need be possessed to do that.
I'm not joking.
I didn't say that you were.
Yes. All right.
You murdered someone.
Yes.
Who?
What?
Who was it? Who did you kill?
I don't know.
You didn't know this person?
No.
Was it a man or a woman?
I don't know.
When?
What?
When did you do this? When did this murder take place? You don't remember.
No.
Like you don't remember your name.
Yes.
I see. Do you remember anything at all?
I don't know. Just darkness. Violence.
Right. You can't prove it to me.
What?
No name, no body, nothing but dark and violent.
Yes. No. I mean, that's what it felt like.
Do you think that anybody who has ever committed murder is possessed?
Aren't they?
Do you think the man that kills is demonically possessed?
I don't know.
Do you think the mother that kills to protect her child is possessed?
What?
What about the man that kills in self-defense? Is he possessed?
It's not always self-defense.
You haven't shown me anything yet. You haven't told me anything. And if you don't, I'm going to ask you to leave and go to a hospital or to a police station or maybe even the circus.
You think this is funny? You think this isn't real? You think I want to be here to feel this way?
What do you want right now?
What?
What is it that you want? Did you come here to scare someone? Do you want to hit me? Is that what you want, to scare me?
I don't know.
I'm not afraid!
You should be.
Mommy, are you alright?
Oh, Mary, don't.
Oh, fuck that. Are you alright?
Yeah. My head hurts a little bit. There's no fractures or no concussions or anything like that. Just banged up.
What the hell happened?
It's at the shelter, right? Giving out food, offering a blessing. Feels good. I like it. Most of the times it's just talk, no real action.
Yeah, I've heard you say this before.
Yeah. Sorry to repeat myself.
It's fine. Just what happened today?
It was odd. It was... A man came in. Somebody I hadn't seen before. It's a lot of the same faces. You get to know them. This guy was new. And not just to me. Nobody at the shelter seemed to know him. Anyhow, he comes in and he's dressed in these layers and he looks huge. When they pile layer upon layer of clothes and rags and keep themselves warm or whatever, it was impossible to tell how big he really was. He just loomed over everything like a cloud. Came, stood in the center of the room, and just stood there for the longest time. I didn't notice him at first. I was passing out food, and then one of the volunteers pointed him out to me. So I watched him for a minute. There's this man, just standing there, like stuck still. It's like when he stopped moving, it was like everything else around him stopped moving. He may as well have been a statue or one of those weird stalagmites that grew out of the ground or something. So Anyhow, I walked up to him and I said, "Sir, can I help you?" And at first there was no response. I go, "Sir, are you all right?" And then he opens his mouth and nothing comes out.
What do you mean nothing? No sound?
I mean nothing. No sound, no breath, no smell, nothing.
No smell?
Yeah, I mean, can you imagine the smells in that place? I mean, the drugs, the booze, the smoke. I mean, it's just unwellness. You know, it's not that you get used to those smells. You just can tolerate them. You can roll with them. But this guy, it wasn't as if he was washed or cleaned or anything, but, you know, because that has a smell all its own. This guy, he was just there. And as I got closer to him, I couldn't smell anything else around him either. It was like he was in a plastic bubble where nothing existed but him.
Okay.
Anyhow, I walked up to him again and I said, "Sir, can I help you?" And there's this smile with teeth that just go on forever. It was awful. And he smiles this evil grin. And he says, "You're the priest." And I go, "Yeah, I'm the priest." Figuring, I don't know, he was mentally, I don't know, right? So I go, "Yeah, I'm the priest. Do you need a priest?" And then he bends over, you know, like a 90-degree angle, which you could think for a man his size he couldn't do. And there he is, right in my face, and all those teeth. He says, "Do you know the moon?" I'm like, "Yeah, I know the moon, you know. I know the moon." There he is, all in my face with those teeth, right here. This giant of a man. He says, "When the moon rises, the devil sees you. The sun can't block it out all day. When it rises, he notices you. He looks at you."
What the fuck does that mean?
I don't know. I've taken psych or whatever, so I know that the moon isn't actually supposed to have any psychological influence over your behavior. But hell, I've seen it at the church. I've seen it at the shelter. Hell, I've even seen the kids at school get a little squirrely. But you know, I was just gonna chalk it up to that. You know, and figured I should agree. So I've seen the moon, and there he is. He reaches up with this massive pan, and he goes to reach for these glasses. You know the kind that you get when you have eye surgery or something? Those big black wraparound ones, or
Yeah, sure, like Bono glasses, but not cool.
yeah, like that. So there he is. He's got on these glasses. He takes that hand, reaches up, and he takes off those glasses, and underneath it was, oh God, it was terrible. It was as if his eyes had been burnt or with acid or something. And I go, sir, are you all right? Do you need help? And then I go to reach his face, and then that's when I got tackled.
This fucking guy tackled you?
No, it was St. James.
Who?
St. James, Jimmy. He's this guy. He comes in and volunteers. He's got mental developmental issues. He's got the mind of a 10-year-old, but the body of a 40-year-old man. Anyhow, he comes in, he volunteers, he hands out food, takes out trash, helps the older folks sit down or whatever. So I started calling him St. James. He likes it. It makes him proud.
And he's the one that hit you?
Yeah, it came out of nowhere. Here I am about to touch the giant, and his face in the black smacks to the floor, but I see stars, and there he is on top of me screaming, "No, Father T! No, Father T!" And the volunteers pick him up and try to get him off of me, and he's standing there crying. And I get up, I look up, and the giant just straight back up, puts on those glasses, looks at me and says, "They're coming for you." And then he was gone.
Gone? What do you mean gone?
I don't know. I mean, he just wasn't there.
Well, like what? He left? Is that what you mean?
I don't know. I know how this sounds, but when I got, he wasn't there. He was just.
He vanished? This giant in rags and tatters?
He was gone.
Oh, you must have passed out, Tommy.
Yeah. I got whacked and hit on the and knocked to the floor, and I saw stars. But this was after. He vanished after.
Are you sure he just didn't walk away and you didn't see him, maybe?
Yeah, you're right. I'm sure you're right.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Then what happened?
I don't know. I hit my head, knocked to the floor, and then I came to here, and I don't know.
You sure you're all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. Sorry that they called you. It's just that you're my emergency contact.
Shut the fuck up. That doesn't matter.
Okay.
Tom, what does that mean? They're coming for you.
I don't know. I mean, the guy had some issues or whatever. He needed help. Help that I couldn't give him.
Yeah. Maybe, I guess. Hey, why don't you come and stay with me tonight?
No, I don't want to be any kind of inconvenience.
Oh, shut up. What would Mom say?
Yeah, what would Mom say?
Listen, the guy was creepy. You got tackled by a saint. You banged up your head. You've had a really rough day. Just come with me and stay at my place, okay? I'll make that lasagna you love.
How can I pass that up?
You're damn right. All right, let's go.
Thanks, Timere.
Whatever.
I remember I was at home. I think it was home.
Do you remember where that was?
I'm not sure now. It's here. It's in this city.
Okay, well, that's a start.
I was looking at pictures.
Photos.
Yes.
On a phone or a computer?
No, an album, like we used to, a photo album.
Do you remember what they were?
It was people. It was my father.
Good, that's good.
And he was somewhere that wasn't here. It wasn't here.
Okay, so you're looking at photographs of your father who's not here. Is he on vacation maybe, or out of the country?
Something like that.
Do you remember his name?
Thomas.
Your father's name is Thomas.
Yes.
You're sure?
Yes, I'm sure. Thomas the Doubter. I'm sure.
My father's name was Thomas.
Was it?
My name is Thomas too.
Is it?
Yes.
It fits.
It fits.
You're a doubter. Was your father a doubter too?
Was yours?
Oh, my father doubted a great many things.
Then what happened?
What?
After looking at the photographs, then what?
My head hurt.
Hurt how?
It felt like my brain was forcing its way out of my eyes, like it was too tight inside my skull.
A migraine. Do you get migraines?
It wasn't a migraine. It was something more than that.
Well, do you remember taking anything like a Tylenol or an Advil?
No, there was nothing to take. I didn't take anything.
Okay. Your head hurt, then what?
Then it was dark and violent.
Right. If you want me to help you, you need to be specific. You understand that, yes?
Yes, Thomas.
Father Thomas.
Yes, of course. Why are you a priest?
What?
Why are you a priest?
It doesn't matter why. All that matters is that I am.
I see.
So after the headache, then what happens?
I could feel something banging around in my head, ricocheting back and forth. And it was talking. It was saying awful things, terrible things. It's a whisper that It's deafening. I can't hear anything else.
You hear voices.
Not voices. Voice. Singular. One. All.
One voice. And does it tell you to do things?
It tells me what is.
What will never be? Not a Zeppelin fan, huh?
What?
It is the devil's music after all.
Sarcasm.
Just a touch.
You know what they say about that, don't you? About sarcasm?
No, what's that?
It's the devil's weapon.
Never heard that.
Sarcasm is an odd choice for one who's supposed to aid those in need.
Maybe so. But here's the thing. You come here, say that you're in trouble, that you need help, that you need a priest, and you've shown me no signs of anything other than you saving him. You say that you're not hurt or injured, and still no signs of anything. You say you're not high or stoned or drunk. Thus far, no sign of possession other than what you say. So right now, I'm finding it very hard to believe that you're not pulling some sort of prank on me, that you're messing with me. I don't like to be messed with.
Is that right?
That's right.
Aren't you supposed to be a warrior for Christ?
I am supposed to help people in Christ's name. Christ is a man of peace. He does not wage war.
See, now that's where you're wrong. He's a warrior king, and the battle rages endlessly. Isn't being cast from your home and made a refugee an act of war? Isn't the refusal to listen to voices of dissension an act of a dictator? Isn't the punishment of the free cruel and unusual?
Who did you murder?
Well, now I'm sure someone was murdered somewhere.
But it wasn't you.
I'm there at every murder, in some way or other.
I see. You know, for a man claiming demonic possession, you vacillate pretty wildly from grand philosophizing to total bullshit.
Who said it was the man speaking to you now?
Then who is it?
You wouldn't believe me, doubter.
Try me.
Could be that dead friend from college.
Could be. Everybody's got one of those.
Perhaps it's that ex that you didn't stop from getting into the car drunk.
Nope, never happened. Try again.
Maybe it's your mother.
My mother?
She's dead, isn't she?
Lots of people's mothers are dead.
Too true. Too true.
It's good effort. The effect is definitely unsettling, but you're not my mother.
Is that right?
My mother would never speak to me this way.
Except when she's disappointed. Was she disappointed in you, Thomas?
That was nice, Tom.
Thanks.
She would have loved it.
Yeah, I hope so. You think so?
Our super Catholic mother? Of course. God, having a memorial mass for her would be like a dream. She'd be so moved by it.
Yeah, I hope so. I wanted to give her something after.
Yeah, you know. Hard to believe it's been 6 years.
Yeah, I know.
What made you think of it?
I don't know. I was thinking that the anniversary of her death was coming up and that it would be nice to say a mass in her name. Now that I could.
She would have been proud of you.
Oh, thanks.
You're welcome. Thanks for doing it.
Oh, welcome. How are things on your end?
Oh, we're fine. We're good.
Works good?
Yeah, things are good. We're put in charge of a new project, and I'm excited about it.
Great, congratulations.
Thanks. Tommy, can I ask you something that's strange?
Have you ever asked me something that wasn't strange?
Fair point.
What's up?
Okay, well, alright. I know how this is gonna sound, right? But this new person moved into my building a few weeks ago.
And you've already slept with them, and the sex was terrible, and you want me to absolve you of the sin of bad sex.
You have a surprising lack of empathy for a man of the cloth.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, anyway, so she's this older woman, I'd say mid-70s, something like that.
You better be careful. She might steal your dates before you can get them home.
Please, she's welcome to have them.
Truth.
Church.
Preach! Okay, so what's up with the dirty old
Yeah,
maid?
okay, so I run into her in the foyer once in a while, and I say hello and welcome her to the building and all those things, right? Learn a little bit about her. She's a widow, no kids, trying to start over after the death of her husband.
All right.
Okay. And last week, she invited me in, asked me if I'd like some coffee and some pumpkin bread she just baked.
Oh, you love pumpkin bread.
I love pumpkin bread, so I went over to her apartment.
Okay, so you go over.
Yeah, and she's lovely and all that, but I can't get her to say much about herself. I asked her about her husband, and she said she'd rather not discuss it and shifts it back to me.
I mean, that's not weird. I mean, maybe it's too raw for her to discuss.
Okay, maybe, but listen, there are no pictures of him anywhere in her place. Nothing.
So what? Again, maybe it's just too hard for her to talk about.
Maybe, but there were no pictures of anyone. No family, no friends, no one. Isn't that strange to you?
I don't know. Maybe it's a little strange, but maybe she doesn't have any friends. Maybe she lost all her photos in a fire or
Oh,
something.
what are the chances of
Mary.
that? All right, I know. It's just that it was, I don't know, it was empty. Like,
She just moved there.
all right, but it gets weirder and it involves you. Yeah. Okay, so here's what happens. She's asking me questions about what I do, career, and things like that, right? Normal stuff. And out of nowhere, she says, "Are you Catholic?" And I said, "Yeah, how did you know that?" And she said she could tell because of how I spoke.
Benefits of parochial education.
Stop being a smartass, Tommy, and just listen. So I tell her I am, and she says, "You must go to St. Dominic's." And I said, "Well, yeah, I do."
Well, there's not that many
And
Catholic
out of
churches
the
around
blue, she
here.
says, "Your brother is the priest there."
What?
I swear to God.
Does she go here?
No, said she doesn't go to church, doesn't believe in organized religion, she said.
I mean, how could she know that?
I don't know.
I mean, to take a stab in the dark like that? I mean, to know all that.
I don't know. Never mentioned you.
Well, maybe you've got "my brother is a priest" written all over your face or something.
I don't think so.
Well, I don't know. Maybe it's a little odd, but
And then
it's
she
cool.
asked me if you were the exorcist.
What?
She said all Catholic dioceses have an exorcist, and that it's someone who's kept anonymous, and only the bishop and the exorcist know who it is, that they do that for protection, so that the forces of evil or whatever can't get to him, that they can't target him and can't go after his family.
I thought you said she didn't go to church.
She said she studied Catholicism a lot. She didn't believe in it, but it was fascinating.
That's not true.
Well, what is? That the church does that, or you're the exorcist?
Neither. Both.
You're not the exorcist.
Mary, do you even know what goes into an exorcism?
Only what I saw through my fingers the first time I saw the movie.
Yeah, that's my point exactly. Listen, I don't know who this lady is. I mean, she's probably just spooking you. But getting an exorcism is like the church trying to confirm a miracle. It's a rigorous process. Evaluation, psychological, physical. There's a lot of tests. You can't just walk up to a priest and say, I need an exorcism. It's a rare process. And even then, I'm not sure how valid it is. It's not like the movie.
But aren't you supposed to believe in it?
Listen, just because I believe in something doesn't mean I have to abandon all rational thought. Faith can exist with thought for a reason. God gave us the greatest gift of all with that thought. We can do and create and convince ourselves of anything with that thought. That's where the supernatural lives. Not with demons in your closet or monsters under your bed. What?
You didn't answer my question.
What question?
Are you the exorcist?
No, of course I'm not.
Is there one? Is there an exorcist in the diocese?
Well, if he's supposed to be anonymous, how the hell would I know?
Well, fuck, Tom. Don't you take this seriously at all?
I mean, what is there to take serious? Mary, you want me to believe some crazy old lady who is desperately lonely
I'm
and
not
grief
saying that she's right about all of this.
Well, then what are you saying, Mary? I mean, come on, this is ridiculous.
Well, hold on a minute. If this is nothing, then why are you angry? What are you walking away for?
I'm angry because I thought you knew better than this. I'm walking away because I need to get back to the rectory.
All right, hold on, Tom, listen. I'm sorry, okay? I'm not trying to annoy you. I just thought it was really strange, you know, and it made me worry for you. I mean, you're my only brother. We're the only family.
There's nothing to worry about. Everything is fine. I'm fine.
If Mom were here...
Mom's not here! The world keeps spinning without her. Things move forward without her. So quit throwing her in my face. Do you understand?
What was that mass for today, then? I haven't seen her since, you know.
Seen who?
The old woman, the neighbor.
So what?
I mean, I haven't seen her. No one has. I've been asking my other neighbors, and no one has seen her. And what's more, none of them have any idea what I'm talking about.
What does that mean?
I don't know. No one had met her. No one had met her but me. And I asked the super about it.
And what did he have to say?
He said that the unit was empty, that it had been for months, and he couldn't rent it out to save his life, he said.
You know, there's probably a...
I told you it was strange.
It was hard, wasn't it?
What was?
Listening to her breathe like that.
Who are you?
You already know.
I see. So that makes you what? The devil? Lucifer? Beelzebub? Mephistopheles?
We're all of that and more.
You know, you come here saying that you need help, that you need a priest, and then your whole entire attitude changes. You start claiming murder, threatening, start talking like a bad Hammer horror film, and think that you can threaten me with talking to my mother. You seem like a man in need of attention. Like a teenage boy learning how to flirt. Awkward and clumsy. Sure as hell ain't gonna get laid.
I'd be careful if I were you.
Careful of what, exactly? You know, you've shown me nothing. Nothing that proves anything, and frankly, nothing that's very frightening either.
Your mother?
Yeah, my mother. She is dead. Lots of people's mothers are dead. Lots of people missed her. Lots of people think that they disappointed her. But that is it. It's just fear. It's just life. Life moves on. Life doesn't need to be scary enough with demons and devils. You think Satan is scary? Try Republicans. Try oil rigs exploding and children starving and elephants being slaughtered. Terrorism and fanaticism. Try school shootings. That's frightening. That's fear. Do you know what you are? You're a Saturday morning cartoon.
Mm-hmm.
10 years ago, your mother went on a trip overseas with two friends. The first time she ever left the country. They traveled around Europe, Germany, Spain. She sent you a postcard from Lisbon and from Florence. She was gone for 6 weeks. She was retired and she deserved the break. You told her to go, to have fun, to live life a little. You and your sister Mary even chipped in and bought her new luggage for the trip and a new camera to take all the pictures that she would cherish for the rest of her life. Do you remember that, Thomas? Then they went to Lourdes, those healing waters, that sacred fountain from which wellness springs. Do you think she felt anything when she took that little dip? A tingle, a shivering up the spine, saw stars behind her eyes? They laughed, the old ladies did, laughing at their superstition, laughing at each other, splashing in an old rock pond like children, but quietly hoping, each of them, that the aches would fade, the sight would improve, and maybe a small prayer that they would grow younger. Not too much younger, you understand, just enough to extend their lives slightly beyond its ordained place. Maybe long enough to see those grandbabies their ne'er-do-well children seem unable to provide in a timely fashion. Then she came home. Your mother came home, full of adventure and life, telling such tall tales. Do you remember, Thomas? You would roll your eyes when she would say, "Did I tell you about the food in Madrid? We were walking through Nice when this man gave us flowers, and you smiled and indulged her, secretly wishing she'd shut her old mouth, that you wouldn't have sent her on that trip if you knew she was going to go on and on like that. Remember?" I ask you, Thomas, do you remember? Answer me!
I remember.
Good, yes. All that chattering away and then coughing. Chattering and coughing. And then chattering and coughing and blood. And she would wave it away, saying it was nothing, it was allergies. The air was so dry, something caught in the throat. She wasn't sick. Stop saying she was sick, Thomas! But the coughing continued and the blood turned black, and she collapsed right there in the kitchen. Hit her head on the counter. Lucky she didn't split open her skull like a melon. Ha! You remember that, Thomas?
Yes.
A rare blood disorder, they said. Not able to catch it, they said. Conventional therapies, a stopgap at best, they said. A condition so rare that they would bring in students and other physicians to study her, to look at her. And she answered the same questions again and again and again, always with a smile, wanting to help them when no one was helping her. And there she lay in the hospital, trying to keep up appearances, but so tired and in so much pain. So much for those healing waters, eh, Thomas? So much for that fountain of youth. So much for that holy spring. Ha! Oh my, disease is nothing if not ironic, wouldn't you say?
I would.
I thought you might. Then what happened, Thomas?
She died.
Well, yeah, sure, we all know that, but she didn't just die. I mean, right, come on, it wasn't as simple as all that, am I wrong?
What did you want from me? Why did you come here?
Didn't she ask you something, Thomas? She asked you something, didn't she? What was it? What did she ask you?
She didn't ask me anything at all.
She asked something of you.
No!
Liar. I understand completely. It must have been awful, terrifying. You must have been so afraid. Who could blame you? But still, fear's what keeps us alive, isn't it, Tommy? Keeps us in line. Without fear to keep us in check, why, we'd be running about like madmen, perpetrating unspeakable acts on the general populace. Now, wouldn't that just be a sight to see? Yes, sir, that surely would be a sight to see.
Hey, sorry I was late. I got caught up in something, and the traffic was just terrible. It was...
With what?
Huh?
What was it? What did you get caught up in?
Confession.
Confession?
Yeah, I was hearing confessions.
Were you?
Yeah, every Saturday. What?
What?
I don't know. You just seem like a... I don't know. Forget about it. Listen, sorry I was late. People just like to go on and on. And...
Do they?
Yeah. Sometimes, yeah.
Why is that?
I don't know. I mean, to get things off their chest, to get it off their consciousnesses, to have somebody to listen to them, somebody to talk to.
I see.
You know, not everybody can afford a psychiatrist or whatever, so they come and talk to their priest. They come and talk to me.
It's weird, isn't it?
What is?
That they come and talk to you. It's not like you have any training.
Well, I've studied psych and sociology.
Well, yeah, but you're not a psychiatrist or a therapist. You're a priest. What? People are telling you these things, these secrets, shames, fears, sins. And who are you? You're just a person. You're just a person dressed in black with a white collar. I mean, what makes you any more qualified to hear it? Haven't you ever thought about that? Isn't it all a little strange to you?
I have zero idea what you're talking about.
I'm asking you. I'm just asking.
Why am I defending this to you? You've gone to confession.
But when I was 10, when the nuns made us go, I'm an adult now, I talk to a therapist.
You do?
Yeah, sometimes. So?
So I just didn't know, that's all.
Do you have a problem with it?
No, of course I don't. Here, what is wrong? What is the matter with you today?
Are you angry with me?
Angry? Why would I be?
Because of Mom?
Mary.
Because I couldn't get there in time and left you alone with her?
Mary, I'm not angry with you. You got there as soon as you could. I know that.
Do you?
Yes, Jesus, what is this?
Why don't you ever talk about it?
About what?
About it! The end! About what happened! What she said, what she looked like.
She didn't say anything. I don't know what it is you want me to say here. She didn't say anything. It was peaceful.
You're lying.
What?
You're lying about this. You're lying about Mom. You're lying about what happened to her and what happened to you.
Why, in the name of everything that's holy, why are you asking me this?
I think I have a right to know.
No, why are you asking me these terrible things? What prompted you to ask me such awful things?
A dream.
A dream.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Where are you going?
I'm leaving. I'm going home.
You mean the church.
Yes, no, not the church, to the rectory where I live, where I belong.
That's not your home.
Mary, I've had it with this. You come here, act like you're furious with me, and you say these terribly awful
I'm
things.
your home. I am the only family you have, so fucking act like it.
You know what? Why don't you go ask that therapist of yours and see what he has to say about your dream?
She's a she, asshole. Don't you dare mock me.
Why not? You're drumming up murder charges from dreams.
Is that any less crazy than total strangers coming to you and confessing their craziest, wildest things and just trying to wave it away like you're Harry fucking Potter?
How dare you?
No. How dare you, Tommy? Now, I need you to shut the fuck up and just listen to me, for fuck's sake. Listen to me. Thank you.
Just tell me the damn thing already.
It was in the old house. Remember the one with the window at the end of the hall on the second floor?
Yeah, where we were when we were kids.
Yeah. That's where I was. I was in that house, in that hall. And it was bright. It was like, I don't know, late morning sunlight in spring, right before summer, right before it's too hot. And the sunlight feels clean somehow. And light spilled through the window and all over that small rug that was there, that gray one. It looked like it was glowing from the light, you know what I mean? And it was quiet, which isn't to say there wasn't sound. There was, but it was so quiet, you could hear every sound, you know? The wind, the leaves moving, the sounds of the house settling, wood creaking, a delicious creaking sound. Somewhere far, far off there was laughter and then a crack, a bat, maybe. I don't know what it was, but it was good. It was a good thing. The quiet and all the sounds. And I was walking down the hall towards the window. I wanted to look out it. I wanted to see what was outside, out in the sun, but it was so long, so much longer than it had been. I remember being a kid and thinking we had the longest hallway in the world. I would count my footsteps from one end to the other, feeling the floorboards under my bare feet. I liked how smooth they felt, worn. Do you remember there was that small bench under the window? You and I would read there sometimes. Do you remember? And it was very important that I make it to that bench. I had to get there. I had to look outside. I had to see what was out the window. So after walking what felt like hours, I reached the bench to the end of the hall. And I had to climb on top of it, like when I was small, like a mountaintop. And I looked outside. And the sun was so bright that I had to cover my eyes, like it was bouncing off of something, like a mirror or metal. Then I could feel the light fade, and I opened my eyes. And clouds had covered the sun. And I looked out and then down, and I saw the old oak tree that was in our yard. And it was our yard, but not our yard. And it was stretching out much wider than what I remember. It just went on and on. And the grass was thick but not green. It looked, I'm not sure, dark, because the light was faded, I guess. And I looked out, and there, like a million miles away, was Mom, looking like she did when we were younger. She was smiling and waving at me, but she was so far away. So I waved back, and I banged on the window, but I couldn't open it. And she kept smiling and waving, and then she turned and started to walk away, and I knew that if I didn't get that window open, I'd never see her again. So I slammed my fist on it, and it wouldn't give. I mean, it just wouldn't fucking give, and my hands were bleeding and smearing the window, and there were splinters in my fingers from the old wood in the frame, and it wouldn't open, and she was walking away. So I jumped off the bench, and I picked it up and threw it through the window, and it shattered into 1,000 pieces, and it sounded like piano keys. And then light was everywhere, and I couldn't see, but I grabbed either side of the window frame with my hands, and they hurt. And I screamed, "Mom! Mom, wait!" And I blinked, and I could see them. And there she was. She was right in front of me. But we were in a field, and she took my hands, and she kissed them. There's blood on her face, but she was smiling, and she looked so sad. And then she started to walk away, and I begged her not to go. I fucking begged her. But then it was too late. She was on the other side of the field, and I knew I'd never reach her, and I was crying, and then I fell, and I watched her turn, and her mouth moved, but I couldn't hear her. And I was sobbing, and then she was gone. And then I heard her voice in my ear. She was right next to me. Like, it took that much time for her voice to travel the space from her to me. And she said, "Tell Thomas I'm sorry." Sorry for what, Tommy? Sorry for what? She said nothing to me and only wanted to speak to you. Answer me, God damn it! Please, sorry for what?
Terrible thing to be afraid, isn't it, Tommy? I know it all too well, to be afraid. To be afraid of your life, of your family, afraid of regret, of failure, of disappointment. My Lord, how we fear that, don't we? It's not all boogeymen in the closet, is it? Surely not. Surely not. But it's not that I'm not sympathetic, you understand. Oh my, no. When that door closed on me the first time, I was so afraid. In the dark, the smallest bit of light coming from the crack, light that barely made it to my eyes. It was awful, truly. It was truly awful. Hearing voices raised in joy just on the other side. Oh yes, very difficult indeed. But there is something good here, Thomas. You don't have to pretend anymore. You know yourself now. A coward, a fearful man, a man who fails. Know thyself, eh, Thomas? That's the thick of it, isn't it? Know thyself. No, don't turn away now. Oh, embrace your fear. Revel in it. Fear makes you whole. That's what cowards like you were made for. You sweat it out of your pores and it drips on the floor like wax. It's everywhere, your fear. So don't be ashamed. This is it. This is your place. Your mother knew her place, giving birth to bastard cowards who weren't worth her time. Only let her down in the end. Not able to surrender yet, eh, Thomas? That's all right. I have all the time in the world. Simply all the time. What was that? Are you praying, Thomas? Are you asking for help? There's no help here. There's no host of angels. No Michael and his mighty sword. No Savior from on high coming forth to rescue. There is only this world, this moment, and you are alone. Oh, mustering your forces, Thomas? Marshaling your strength. How noble of you. The hero priest. Just like in the film. You've seen it, I take it. I'm sure you have. Everyone has. I've seen it. It may surprise you to know, however, I'm not much a fan of it, really. A bit over the top, a bit showy, and also, inaccurate. It suggests that those priests fear physical harm as much as anything else, but that's not really true, is it? You know what they truly fear, Thomas? It's not spewing vomit or levitating beds or any of that nonsense. Do you know what they're so scared of?
What?
The revelation of their own sin.
Have you ever been to the sea?
What?
Sea. The ocean. Have you ever been there?
See.
Guessing you haven't.
Do you think that changing of the conversation?
My mother loved the sea. She would take us to the shore every summer, late summer, almost fall. She would take us out of school for a week so that we could go. She loved it then. No screaming hordes, kids, no loud teenagers blasting their music. Not too crowded, not too hot. But you know what she loved the most? I'm asking you. Answer me.
I don't know.
The light. She loved the light. She said there was something about that light in the late summer. How it would just hang in the sky like it were on a wire. And then it could crash down and smash on the ground at any time, like a glass ornament. How that she could feel the light as it sunk and melted over you into the sea. She would take us for walks on the beach. She would sit in the sand and feel the light. And smell the ocean. And then she'd come back to the little cottage we had rented and she'd be rejuvenated. And she'd cook dinner and she'd sing and we'd play cards and Monopoly and laugh. Those are my best memories of her.
And?
Nothing. Just wondering if you'd ever been to the sea. It's such a place of peace, I wonder if it's that way for everybody, Everybody who lives near the sea, how they're happier. I wonder if that's why.
Why?
The water. People who live near the water, they say that they're happier. Any kind of water, really, but especially the sea. That water.
Water?
Yes, us, we, them, all of us. Humanity, it's like 90% of our mass is water. We breathed it for 9 months after all. I wonder if that's why we like being near it. It reminds us of home. Our first home. Our mothers. Do you remember the sea? Do you remember your mother?
I have no mother.
I'm sure you do. Everyone must remember remember his mother. Lift up your shirt.
What?
Come on, lift up your shirt. Who's afraid now? Lift up your fucking shirt!
We're not afraid. We are fear.
What is that? Is that your navel? Is that your belly button? Now, how on earth could you have that and not have a mother? That's where the cord was. The cord that pumped blood for you, the cord that fed you, the cord that kept you alive. The cord that they cut from you as you wailed helplessly in your mother's arms.
My mother.
Do you remember her?
Yes. I remember her.
Good. Is she gone?
Yes, she's gone.
I'm sorry for that.
Are you?
I am.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Doesn't matter. My mother doesn't matter.
You sure about that?
Yes.
I would say that everyone's mothers matter, for good or for ill. I mean, Jesus even had a mother, and we all know how that turned out, right?
The son has nothing to do with
Would
you.
have Christ have sacrificed himself if it weren't for the way that Mary had raised him?
How she...
I mean, come on. You know, we know that she would hear about the birth, and then the next thing you know, she's making him perform party tricks at weddings. I mean, come on. Do we know if Mary was even a good mother? Who the fuck really knows, am I right? Party tricks at weddings. You're the son of God, and you still get embarrassed by your folks. Your mother ever do that?
What?
My mom would. I used to play guitar. Used to sing a little, you know, do the musicals in school. And like clockwork, like goddamn clockwork. Every time her friends would come over, she would say, come on, sing a little. Used to drive me crazy. Used to fucking drive me crazy. In that moment, in that very moment, I hated her for it. How about you? Ever hate your mother? You must. We all do. We all do at some point, at some breaking point, we just can't take it. To hate something we love so much. It's part of humanity. It's all shades of gray, we tell ourselves. Did you ever hate your mother? Did you ever love her? Did you ever hate her? Want to hit her? Want to fuck her? Want her to tell you everything would be alright? That everything would be alright when you knew. When you knew that everything would not be alright. And it wasn't. And she wasn't there. And she wasn't there to protect you from the things in the dark. Not from the things in the dark. And you were alone. Now alone. No legion, nothing. Alone, now alone. But she loved you. She still loves you. Even when you became something that she couldn't recognize. She loved you. She still loves you. And she bangs at the gates of heaven until they let you in. She bangs at those gates with the fist of a mother's anger until they let you in. That is what a mother does. That's what they do for their sons. Even my mother, even yours. Now leave. Leave now and never come back. I said leave! Whatever this is, whatever you are, leave now! Go!
said when you called?
I didn't get much sleep.
Something happened? Or you...
Don't worry about that. That's not why I wanted to see you.
Okay. So, what did you want? Tommy? What's wrong?
Mary, sometimes there is these things, stuff that a person shouldn't say, that they shouldn't talk about. You know what I mean?
I suppose. I mean, yeah, I guess.
There's these things that are just too much, too big to wrap your head around. Does that make sense?
I think so.
Good. That's good.
Tom, what are you getting at here? What happened?
Mary, there's these moments. You know that your life is about to change. These moments that you know that your history will never be the same again from this point on. Your history will never be the same again. Your own personal history, your own personal Pearl Harbor, it will never be the same again. There can be some clarity from that. You know, even if it comes from a frightening or a saddening place. You know?
Tom,
And you do whatever you can to hold on to the minute details, the simple details of it all, so that you can never forget. Which is funny, because how could you forget the intimacy of it all?
I'm not following you here, Tommy.
And you know that nobody else can carry it for you. It's just for you. It's not for anybody else. It's just for you. Nobody else can handle this. It's just for you.
I'm still not following you.
I'm sorry, Mary.
Sorry for what?
I was angry at you. I was furious at you for not being there, for leaving me with Mom, and for not coming. I was angry, and I'm sorry. It's not fair.
I'm sorry too. I never meant for you to be alone. I'm sorry too. You know what I keep thinking about?
What's that?
How scary it must have been for her. I mean, to see it coming like that, like a train, like a black horse stampeding at you, I worry about that. I worry about her being so afraid. Is she afraid, Tommy?
No. I held her hand. She gripped as tightly as she could. And I told her I was there, that everything would be okay. That she would see Dad again soon, and that she would be with her old mother, and that everything would be okay.
Did she say anything?
No, she didn't. I felt her hand. And then her grip released. And then she was gone. And I could hear noise in the hallways, and the hospital, and the people talking, and I could hear the traffic outside, and she was gone.
All right. Do you think she's okay? Wherever she is?
I hope so, Mary. That's what I hope. Hey, Mom. Mom, are you awake? I'm here. Harry's not. Harry will be here in a little bit. God damn it, Mom. God damn it. What's that, Mom? Come here. Mom. Mother. Don't. All right.